Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for another Batman review. Today it is Season 1, Episode 18, Holy Rat Race, which is Part 2 of True or False Face, and it once again has special guest star Malachi Throne as False Face. And I have mixed feelings about this episode. I actually think Part 1 was a bit stronger. This episode does have some very good and clever moments, but I do have some issues with how the Blaze subplot is handled, and I just feel like the episode's a little bit uneven as a whole. But I do feel like the good outweighs the bad, so that's always a positive thing. So we start where we left off with the cliffhanger, as we always do, with Batman and Robin tied to the railroad tracks. And it's kind of interesting the way this is handled. They actually have Alfred help out this time. He gets a clue on the radio, which we'll actually find out was sent by Blaze, because I guess she's trying to help out. And he calls Batman on a transistor radio, and somehow Batman gets Alfred to short-circuit the radio, which allows Batman to get himself and Robin free as well. So that takes care of the cliffhanger. It's not too bad. It's at least a different method for getting Batman and Robin out of trouble, and I'll just leave it at that. So we go to a scene with Falseface and Blaze, and she's upset because Falseface is just pretty upset about everything. He's mad Batman and Robin got away, but as we'll find out, she's not really too upset about it, even though she insists that she's with Falseface all the way here. And then we get a scene where Chief O'Hara is found, which was handled okay. And basically Batman and Robin deduce that Falseface's plan is that he's going to commit a robbery and replace some real money with some fake money, which fits with his character. This was fine. So Batman and Robin, of course, hide in the bank vault, I believe it was. It doesn't really totally look like a bank vault to me, but I'll just go with it. And they're waiting for Falseface. So, of course, Falseface comes, and there's a very weird fight scene that I didn't really care for too much. I think it was supposed to be played for humor, but it just came across as strange. But, of course, Falseface gets away, and so does Blaze. But Falseface is basically keeping her prisoner at this point. He has her, like, handcuffed to his car. So then we get a long car chase where not a lot happens. It's kind of interesting, and to be fair, it was probably more thrilling in the 60s than it is now. It does look a little bit dated, and it's probably a little bit too long. It basically leads to these studio backlots. I'm not sure if they're for movies or TV shows, but there's all these long scenes on the movie sets where all this chasing's going around. But I have to say, even if the scenes might be a little bit long, I did like, once again, they used Falseface using disguises of different characters, basically to hide himself. But he makes his mistake when he disguises himself as the commissioner. And I really liked how Batman knew it was fake, because Falseface is using the wrong hand. So I really like when Batman uses his detective skills like that. So this leads him to abduct Falseface, and that's basically a satisfying ending. So then we basically get a final scene where Blaze is going to reform and change her ways and start a new life for herself. Some people might find this to be satisfactory and touching. I didn't really find it believable. I found it kind of sappy and contrived. I just never bought the character motivation for why Blaze changed so much. She was pretty strongly against Batman most of the first episode, and I never really bought into why she decided to help him. It seemed like a plot device and an easy way out for the character to me. But like I said, others might find it to their satisfaction. I personally found it much more believable when the girl Susie in the last Joker episode reformed. That just worked a lot better for me. Blaze's transformation didn't really work for me here. But overall, I think Holy Rat Race is a solid episode with a lot of action, and for the most part, a clever conclusion to how Falseface is caught. So I do recommend the episode, and I give Holy Rat Race a 3 out of 5. Definitely an episode I recommend for fans of the show, as it's a little bit different than what we've seen so far. So a 3 out of 5 for Holy Rat Race, and as always, thank you very much for watching.